Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn ServiceNow Platform. This side Prakhar Chaube. Today I will cover the database view topic. In this I will help you to utilize the database view model. How you can merge the two table of the record on the single table frame. So without wasting a time, let's explore this journey. Agenda of this topic we have two. First, database view. I will also show you some points so you can also take the screenshot or you can also note down. Second, the example. I will show you some live scenario example on this topic. Database view. So database view allow you to join the multiple table for report purpose. Means you can join the multiple table of the record for report purpose. Second, database view is not treated like a custom table. So there is no license cost. Please note down. There is no license cost. Okay. Database table cannot be added as a data preserve in clone request. Means we have the clone request. Sometime we are utilizing to cloning from the one instance to the another instance. Okay. At that time, data view cannot be preserved during the clone request. Okay, at least one field of value should be common from each table because we required one common relationship between from other table. Okay, without a common relationship we cannot create the database view. So this is very important points you can note down, and I will also show you with some live example that why I am putting this line, why we required the common field. Table name called sys underscore db view. How to access? Go to filter navigator, click on the database view, and then you can see the database view entire complete table. We can also define the hard coded with some common field value, or we can define some condition between two table. Now I'm just using a one scenario to help you that how you can use the database view and how you can create it. Okay, so need a report of computer and software record and assigned to should be a same for both. Okay, so I will help you to create the database view and also the view table that where we can show the relationship between the both table. Just I am using at some attribute. I will take some attributes: computer name, software name, asset tag, assigned to, operating system version, or based on your scenario you can use the any attribute. Okay, so without wasting a time, let's explore the live scenario example on my personal PDI. This is my personal ServiceNow developer instance, we called as a PDI. Here we need to click on the filter navigator, just type the database view. We have the module database view. Click here, you can see sys underscore db underscore view. This is a table name. Click to new, and here I am just taking in one common example. So I will help you to explore this point that how we can create the database view and how we can use this database view. I am using a first table as a computer, second I am using a software. So with some common name, how many records we have on the computer table and how many records we have on the software table. And we know that both are the different table, and if we can open here, we do not have any common scenario where we can check that computer record. And same here, if I can open this, unable to find the software package record here. Okay, so this person, how many software package are aligned to this person and how many computer or asset are aligned to this person. So currently we don't have any records or we do not have any table where we can find this data. Now this time we need to utilize the database view, where database view help you to create the both table of the record on the single table frame, where we can check that based on the assigned to member how many computers we have and how many assigned to we have, how many software package we have based on the assigned to. So now just just let me put someone demo example. Computer software record. Click to save. Now after saving a button, we can see the view table. Okay, you can see the view table name is u underscore computer underscore software underscore records. This is your table name. Okay, now we need to create some common relationship between both table. Okay, we have the table name, order, variable prefix, and where clause. So this is really help you to create the relationship between two table. Click on the new button. Now first of all we need to take the first table name, CMDB underscore CI underscore computer. Where clause, we have the attribute where we need to define some condition, or we can call as a relationship, and this one variable prefix. Okay, so through which prefix you can define this computer table. Okay, so we can define this computer table record with the help of CMP, something like that. You can use any item, any alphabetical name, but this is something common based on the computer table name. So I'm just using a CMP as a variable prefix of this table. Okay, it means we can denote this table computer CI means CMDB CI computer table. This table we can denote as a CMP. This is a variable prefix. If you need to call this table CMDB CI computer, then you can just need to use this CMP. That's it. Now here I am not using to define any relationship here. Okay, so just I am skipping here, and you can also use this based on your requirement. Just click to save button, submit. Now here we can see that the one record is created with the order 100. Variable prefix is called as a CMP, means we can, whenever we need to call this computer records, we can utilize the CMP only. That's it. Now second, just I'm creating one more table records. Here I'm using a software CMDB underscore CI underscore SPKG. This is a software table record, and here I am using just as a SPK. That's it. I can set the preference of order as a 200, and now this time where clause we need to define here. Okay, so basically now we this please focus on this point. We need to create the common relationship. Okay, so now we have the scenario where we need to check that based on the assigned to how many computers record we have, how many software package records by the some assigned to name, how many records we have. Okay, so now this time we need to define the common relationship between two table. So first table, as I told you that first table I'm using as a CPM something. Okay, where we can denote the computer table CMP, I think. Okay, CMP. So I'm using a CMP underscore, which field are you looking as a common. Okay, so based on our scenario I'm using assign to AWS IGNED assign underscore 2. This is my field value, field name of the value, okay? And underscore is just used as a dot, okay? So if you are already aware that in your report table, if you want to utilize some preference of the field from the different table, then you are using a dot, okay, dot walking. So here same we are utilizing, but in a different syntax, that is underscore. So now first I am using a CMP, means computer underscore as a dot walking, okay, then assign to our field name, okay, equal to, next I have the second table, that is SPK as a, I am just denoting this software table just called as a SPK. So here I am using a SPK. Underscore means dot walking something, okay, and then I'm using a second field name that is called assign to, same, because we need to check the common relationship between both tables. So as we know that we have the two table, okay, and in both table we have the common assigned to field. If you can see here computer table we have, and same if we can see here in the software, let me open the software table, okay. Oh, yeah, already opened here. So here we have the assigned to field, okay. So now no need to write anything, okay, no semicolon required, no comma, no dot, nothing. Click to submit. Now it's done. And if you want to see that how the records are coming, just you need to click on the try it. Oh, it is not open. Why? Where clause in view underscore software record has invalid, or a field that is not visible in assigned to. Okay, then okay, the spelling, okay, some spelling mistake. Okay, no problem. Click to open. AWS at GNED. Okay, now save, update it. Let's try again. Now you can see the result. Both table of the record now we merge here, okay, and just click on the personalized list, and here you can set as your preference, okay. Just I'm removing all, so for just showing as a simple way, let me show you the one normal scenario, okay. Remove the all, let me put the name only. So putting here, I'm just finding a name field, both let me put here. So CMP underscore name and name field is called as a computer name field, okay. And if we can see the SPK underscore name means software package name of the field. So that's it, click to OK. Now we have the record, okay, means how many records we have on the computer table. So as I can see, we can as we can see, we have the single records, okay, but next here we have the multiple software package. There are total 8 software package we have. Then just click on the group by, so we can check that how many computers, okay, only one item we have with the computer, okay, records. But when we click on the software package, then here we can see that 8 we have, okay. So based on the assigned to, this member have the one computer records and 8 software package record, okay. And same this table you can use in your report way, okay. So we can share this report with client, okay. So when you click on the reports, It's loading. Hmm. So now just I'm putting one example, computer software assigned to, click on the table. Now you can see you have the computer software records. Okay, so here we can create the user records with the help of this database view, and we can share it, and also we can schedule it. So based on your demand you can utilize this report. Okay, and and, and we can also take some different example just for exploring a new item. Okay, so as I can see, here we have the one common attribute, and let me show you one. Okay, so we have the manufacturer. Okay, let me show you one more example. So this will also help you to use this database view. Okay, so this is we have the manufacturer exam when means manufacturer field, and on the software package, as I can see, we should have, yeah, we have the manufacturer. Okay, so based on the manufacturer we can also use this database view. Okay, go back on my table. Okay, now refresh it. Now here we have the assigned to, just you need to replace this manufacturer. Let's see if we have s or not in the backend value. So just click on the right on the field, then you can see your backend value of the field name. So we have the manufacturer. Okay, just copy this and you can paste here. Okay, manufacturer, same you can use here, manufacturer. Okay, just click to update, and now you can see your result should be different. Click on try it. Now you can see we have the 70,000 record something, and in the previous of my example we have the 8 record only because we have the different condition, and now this time we have the different condition. So based on your condition, whatever you are using as a where clause, so that condition and that relationship are established on your database view table. So based on that you can use this database view. Okay, now just I'm showing with the help of two tables, so you can create the more than two table or three table, four table, but please note down you should have the common value or the common field, at least one. Okay, so where we you can use the common relationship between one table to other table. I hope you learn this topic. If you have any doubt, you can add the comment. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your single step will motivate me to upload the more video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.